Good evening. It's always tough to be presenting the final award, and especially following up after someone yells out, "Hey, it's pretty freaking awesome." I'm a little nervous now. Hey, it's been my pleasure for a few years now to be able to present the Chairman's Award on behalf of the Altria family of companies. And I can tell you, every year that I do this, I'm always very, very proud and impressed of the recipient of the award. But I think this year it's probably the most impressed for the background I'm going to provide you in the accomplishments of the recipient this year. So it really is my honor to be up here doing this tonight. So as many of you know, Altria is headquartered right here in Richmond. And as we have thousands of both employees and retirees in Central Virginia, it only makes sense that we are committed to working to improve the quality of life here. And there are a number of different ways that we do that. One way we do that is through our partnership with rvatech. Another way we do this, though, and my peers will attest to this, is that we love sampling the wine from one of our company's Chateau Saint Michel wine estates. And so hopefully you're enjoying that. We do our part in keeping that company afloat. Now, for the Chairman's Award, it's really often a cumulative award. It recognizes truly a lifetime of achievement, and that's certainly the case with today's recipient, Scott Steinruck. Okay. So as most of you know, this award traditionally goes to a prominent business leader in the tech community. In fact, never, and I thought this was interesting, never in the history of this award has it gone to an educator. And what I thought was kind of unique is that what is this week for us? It's Teacher Appreciation Week. And so I thought that there was a little bit of irony there with Scott receiving this award. The closest it's ever come to having this award provided to an educator was back when VCU's Dean of Engineering in 2002. So today, it really is an exception, and it's happening, quite frankly, because of an exceptional candidate. So for 22 years, Scott Steinruck has served as an IT instructor at the Chesterfield Technical Center. His leadership has been directly responsible for countless students making the decision to pursue higher education or training in science, technology, engineering, and math. For these ongoing efforts, he's been selected as a finalist for our Educator Award on not one, not two, but 6 unique times. Scott leads a Cisco networking academy that teaches information and communication technology skills with online courses, interactive tools, and lab activities. Students actually travel all over the region to participate in this certified academy. And the program is so highly regarded that students not only receive honors level recognition, but they actually also earn college credit and even global IT certifications. Kids who compete this program walk away with as many as 15 college credits. And these students have gone on to success at some of the nation's finest technical colleges and universities. Just months ago, Scott was in the news for his work in support of Tech for Troops, a regional nonprofit that was recognized tonight, very well deserved. So just a month ago, under Scott's direction, students came up with the idea as part of this program to merge cybersecurity interests with the popular gaming tournament they do. The result was Hack for Troops, a fundraiser so engaging that it inspired multiple students to contribute about 80 volunteer hours apiece and wound up raising more than $14,000 for the cause. As a member of rvatech's foundation board, he's been instrumental in supporting the Cyber Patriot program, which is a national youth cyber education program created by the Air Force Association to inspire K-12 students towards career in cybersecurity or other STEM disciplines that are critical to our nation's future. So every year, the Chairman's Award is presented to an individual or organization that has made a significant impact on the growth of technology in this region and or the advancement of Greater Richmond as a center for technology innovation. As Scott prepares to retire, we felt that there was no better time to salute him for his incredible contributions to our region. So ladies and gentlemen, please join me in recognizing the 2018 recipient of the RVA Tech Chairman's Award, Scott Steinruck.
Wow. I've sat in the audience for 6 years with this program. Never had this vantage point before. I'm really kind of blinded by the lights. You ever have those times where you have a prepared speech all in mind, and when you get up here on stage in front of 1,000 people, it just goes out the window? Very humbled to receive this award tonight. All 6 years that I was a finalist for the IT Educator of the Year Award, I was beginning to feel like Susan Lucci a little bit. But I will say this, I lost out to some great competitors, people that were nominated up for this award, Appomattox Regional Governance School, Nancy Hoover, I mean, just VCU, just some fantastic programs. And it was awesome to see those programs being built up here in the Commonwealth. It really has been a fantastic ride, a fantastic experience. If y'all don't mind, I'd like to thank a few people because I wouldn't be up here receiving this award if not for, number one, my tremendous family that's seated over to the right, my mother, my mom, Patricia, my dad, Preston, my wife, Elizabeth. My kids, Alex, Stephanie, Tyler, and Ryan. Yes, I have 4 beautiful kids. But honestly, I've achieved a lot through the years. I've been doing this 22 years. And I'll say, when I graduated Midlothian High School in Chesterfield County, we got some Trojans, all right. I honestly figure I'd never set foot back in school again. At 17, I joined the U.S. Marine Corps. Hoorah. I think it's ironic, God's plan for us sometimes, because now I step foot back in school every day for my job. And I feel blessed to do it. And I want to thank a bunch of people, and I apologize if I leave some people out, but over the years, I have been blessed to partner with some great companies. And I'll say, this is going to take a second. So if y'all were planning on leaving, you might want to just relax for a minute. I'm a U.S. Marine, I'm an educator, and I'm a fisherman. I can talk. Speaking of which, I'd do one quick aside. I was at DMV today. They deserve their award. The only complaint I had was I was in and out in 15 minutes. I didn't know what to do with the other hour and a half I had budgeted. So, but I gotta say, if not for the great business partners that I have had over the years and that continue to work with me and my students and my program, and I just want to mention some of them. And again, I apologize if I leave people out, but number one, I saw him here this evening, Ivan Gill with Slate Consulting. Kim Mahan with Max Potential. Chris Sherman, Moses Camacho with Northrop Grumman. Bernard Robinson with NTS. I know that they're in the house. And I've got to say, I'm going to steal something from one of my business partners, Bob Fowler, CIO with Estes, and they were up for a tremendous award tonight too. Bob was actually, we were talking before the award ceremony and said, this really is an awesome event. It's more like a homecoming or a reunion coming together. So over 22 years, I've had the privilege of training up hundreds of students, and they're working at companies like Capital One, NTS, Max Potential, Northrop Grumman, Estes, all these companies, ABS, SciComm. And when I came in this evening, I got to see a bunch of those students. I got to see Courtney Pettis at NTS.
Right here, baby.
There you are. I got to see Brian Hogan, one of my great students, and they're back there. I can't begin to tell you the joy you feel, not just accepting an award, but seeing your students successful. And by successful, I mean loving what they do. By the way, is Bernard Robinson in the house with NTS? Courtney deserves a raise. She is fantastic. But it really has been an honor and a joy, and I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up now and just say thank you. I really am humbled with this award. And I want to thank Robbie and Lindsay for hosting this event, for putting it on, all the sponsors, Altria for presenting me with this award. Technology really is meant to bring us together. And I think through this event and things like this, we're coming together, not just me with my family, but with all of us as a family in the Greater Richmond area. I don't know about y'all, but I thought it was awesome to have an award presented to Legislator of the Year, a Democrat and a Republican, coming together to build technology in Richmond, Virginia. I will say this, I'm a registered independent. Don't belong to any party, but I will say this too. If Governor Northam's still in the House, I want to thank him. Thank you for your service to your country, to your state, and to your profession. And I pray for our politicians, our political leaders, that they can continue to work together, no matter what party they belong to continue to build technology in Richmond, Virginia. Thank you.